Alright, let me knock this out real quick for the Linux fans. We ain't got time to play. Let's see here. Linux Mint is finally getting native fingerprint login support. It says in the latest monthly news roundup from the Linux Mint team. Oh, by the way, hello viewers. Another beautiful day. Hope your 5 senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. Yep. What we got here? The developers announced a feature that users have wanted for a long time. The famously user-friendly distribution is finally getting proper integrated support for fingerprint logins from a distro that has built-in reputation on providing a comfortable "it just works" experience for people new to Linux. The absence of this convenient security features has been a noticeable gap, especially on modern laptops. Says here, the new feature will arrive in Linux Mint 22, powered by Fingwith, a brand new X app built by the Linux Mint developer. It handles detecting your fingerprint reader and recording your fingerprint. Once configured, you can use your fingerprint to log for the login screen saver, authenticating sudo command and any other administrative action that pop up a password dialog box. Kind of remind me of the Dark Knight Rises with Bane when they were about fingerprints. But anyway, it says here what makes it particularly interesting is how it deals with situations where a fingerprint just will not work. Fingwith uses Fprint D for the backend work, but the Mint devs say its custom authentication module is clever enough to detect tricky cases. For instance, if your home directory is encrypted, you absolutely need your password to decrypt it at login. Just using a fingerprint would lead to a crash session. Fingwith sees this coming and dynamically prompt for your password. Instead, the Mint team says Fingwith will be able to run in any desktop environment and on any Linux distribution. A significant driver for this development has been the team's ongoing work with framework testing. The company hardware has pushed the Mint team to better support the feature packed into modern laptops. This partnership is also the reason Mint 22.1 got power profile and why Mint 22.2 will ship with the newer HWE hardware enablement kernel. Says the team also announced a slew of other changes for the upcoming release as part of this work. Core application like genome calendar, single scan, the document scanner, and BOBAB, the disk usage analyzer, because it's BABO. Anyway, will be upgraded to the newer libadwaita version to solve the long-standing frustration with libadwaita app ignoring system themes. The developer have patched the library, taking it a step further. They have forked it entirely into a new project called libadapta. Says there on a final critique note, the team also had a serious warning for users of older version Linux Mint 20 X series, which includes version 20, 20.1, 20.2, and 20.3, officially reach its end of life in April 2024. Your system will continue to function, but it will no longer receive any security updates from the official repositories, leaving it vulnerable. The team laid out two options. Recommend a path is a fresh installation of a newer release of 22.1, which will provide support until 2029 and is the cleanest way forward. Alternatively, you can attempt a long and complicated in-place upgrade, which is a multi-step process from 20.x to 21.3, and that is that. Well, We need your fingerprints and your password now. Makes sense. There's only one problem with that though. Like if you're gonna use your fingerprint, that means you gotta wipe off the you gotta wipe your computer down so you don't leave no trace of your fingerprints on the machine. Remember? If you remember the Dark Knight series with Bane when they were looking for when they needed Bruce Wayne fingerprints, yeah. Hope you took lessons from that movie, by the way. So if you're using your fingerprints in with an operating system, whether you're on your desktop or your laptop, or any portable device, it's always remember to wipe that area down with some what you call it, like rubbing alcohol or something, you know, clean it down so you don't leave your fingerprint trace behind, you know. Yeah. So yeah, security issue. Just saying. Anyway, but yeah, but you need that and a password to get in though, you know. So, you know, with these hackers out there, man, one has to be careful. But this new feature is in Linux Mint 22.2. But now for you older Linux Mint users, but down here it says the end of life. It says version 20, 20.1, 20.2, and 20.3 reaches end of life April 2024. So when it comes to Linux, you always want to get the LTS versions of the operating system. You always do that. When they come out, let's say like you get, let's say you have 20.4, and then like they come out with another version of 20. You keep that on a separate machine, but the LTS version you always keep that up to date, because it says here, where is it? It says the recommended path for fresh installation of a new release 22.1, which provides support until 2029. So those are the versions you want to get. You want to get the LTS version of any Linux operating system, you know, because you have like some years before they stop supporting it. And not only that, your computer will like ask you, do you want to update to the latest version? So always remember that. Or you can go into Software Manager and try to, or you can just go to update, and then try to update from there. But yeah, 22.1 Linux Mint 22.2 fingerprints. But don't leave your fingerprints behind on anything, you know, especially when you're using computers and any tech that you use, you know. Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Dark Side. Go. Peace.